the deal? It's your boy Tag from Pro Wrestling Tag. You know what I'm saying? As of this recording right now, it is 4:32 p.m. You know what I mean? It's March the 8th, 2025. You know what I mean? Right now, I'm just cleaning my dishes, chilling. You know what I mean? I just finished eating some pizza and some biscuits. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The pizza, it was good. You know what I'm saying? It was really, really good, boy. What? You know what I mean? Like, I love it. I love it. You know what I mean? Lots of drama going on right now with news. You know what I'm saying? Lots of crazy shit. Yeah, I'm hearing about this backstage altercation. I was gonna make a video on it, but I figured, you know what? I'm gonna wait until there's more stuff. Matter of fact, I might make a video on it tonight. You know, I will make a video on my thoughts about this tonight. You know, with Jay Cargill and Shayna Baszler getting into a fight. You know what I mean? It was basically off the match that Jay Cargill had in Scotland where she botched the move. You know, where she botched on the ropes. You know what I mean? It was just some crazy shit. Let's say that the bullshit that Jay Cargill was doing at AEW, she's bringing it over to WWE. Let's just say that. You know, yeah, so also, you know, I came out from, you know, I'm also relaxing from, you know, from work and stuff. Speaking of work, I don't care. You know, I took this down. I didn't give a fuck. Because I made a video, you know, as I was making this video, you know, I stopped myself from something that I said, but I don't give a fuck. This is co-worker who I want to fuck the shit out of. You know what I'm saying? It's this you know, this big dark-skinned black lady. She is, although she's older than me, but I would fuck the shit out of her. You know what I mean? She's Panamanian too. Oh, I love Panamanians. I got a thing for Panamanians. But, you know what I mean? I do not give a fuck. I don't care. But anyway, let me make this video. So, another piece of news was, and this today's video, is about Hammerstone. Alexander Hammerstone. Now, Hammerstone is a guy who I had a lot of potential on. You know what I'm saying? I had a lot of potential on Hammerstone and such. Hammerstone is no longer with AEW. And he announced today that he is going to be leaving AEW and stuff. I mean, I'm sorry, TNA. I'm tired. I'm out of it. You know what I'm saying? As soon as I do this video and watch this, you know, watch the dishes, I'm gonna rest. Fuck that. But he is no longer with TNA. You know what I mean? And you know, it is sort of disappointing. It is sort of disappointing because even Ibu from WrestlePeriod said it best. You know, he talked about Hammerstone and such, and he gave his thoughts. And you know what? I agree with Ibu. What I'm about to say. You know, Ibu has stated that that Hammerstone has not felt the same since Major League Wrestling. You know, it's like Hammerstone, once he got injured and such, like, he's just been like a completely different wrestler. It's not the same Alexander Hammerstone that we've seen while he was in MLW, which is absolutely true. And, you know, remember, Hammerstone was basically baby Triple H. You know what I mean? He had the perfect build, the hair, and everything. It seemed like once he got rid of that, then he just became an entirely different wrestler. You know, Hammerstone, once he got to TNA, he just felt like any other ordinary wrestler. You know what I'm saying? It's like they didn't really do much with him in TNA. You know what I mean? They didn't really book him the way how you thought he'd be booked. You know, like a world champion and stuff. You know, and it's a shame. You know, and plus, like I said, he was also injured. You know, he made a video today talking about how there was no such thing as his injuries, but I think he's trying to diffuse any truth to that, because I do believe that there was truth to what people were saying about him being injured and such, right? And here's my thing. Oh, my sides. Here's my thing. I don't know. He's now been a hand, you know, for TNA. So now I just look at him as a hand. Remember, he made an appearance. He made you know, an appearance or two for NXT. and such with that match against Overfemi, but I don't know. Like, it seems like Hammerstone is now just a guy on the roster. It seems like he's now a hand and such. And it's a shame, too, because, again, he had the perfect build and everything, and he was MLW World Champion, and I don't know. He just he just lost his mystique. You know, where does he go next? Good question. I don't know. I don't know where Hammerstone goes. I don't. You know, could I see WWE picking him up? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they could pick him up, you know, but he'll probably be in the same position that he was in when in TNA. You know what I'm saying? I don't see him as a big star, for NXT. You know, I'm not saying that they won't build him up, but that's just my sense. You know, same thing if he was in AEW. You know, here's my thing about that. You know, if he goes to AEW, you know, why would they want to put him and MJF back together if MJF is now at a much more higher status than he is? You know, why would you pair MJF with a hand? You know, and yes, I know about the group that they had at MLW, but just hear me out. You know, if Hammerstone had the value that, you know, if he kept that value that he had in MLW in TNA, then I could say, yeah, it makes sense. But you're basically pairing up MJF with a hand. It's not going to work. It's definitely not going to work. I don't know what happens with Hammerstone. I don't. I honestly do not know. You know, I mean, if I had to pick my choice, I mean, he probably will go to WWE, but I don't expect WWE to make Hammerstone the star that you think he is. You know, I'm going to go even further. I think, you know, once he lost the baby Triple H mystique, that basically was it. I mean, that basically was it for Hammerstone. You know, I honestly don't know where he goes. I don't. I can't see him in Japan. You know, I don't know if he'll go to MLW. You know, I doubt that. You know, I don't know what happens. I don't. You know, I probably will say the safest bet will probably be, and I say probably in big words, it'll probably be WWE. Probably. But like I said before, I don't see Hammerstone as the guy. I don't see him as the guy. I don't see him as, you know, as a guy who WWE is gonna push behind. Like, he's not like what, you know, he's not like what WWE would do with Ethan Page. You know, he's not like that. He's or like Ricky Starks. You know what I mean? But like I said, I do believe probably he will go to WWE strictly because of the size, because he has a perfect size. Hammerstone has a perfect size. You know, like he has the perfect physique and such. You know, but I think, me personally, I strongly think that it is because, you know, whatever gimmick that he had in MLW with the baby Triple H stuff, you know, the look and everything, I think that's what, you know, once he lost that mystique, you know, that's when, you know, everything just crumbled. You know, not to say that he won't do well in either company, but I do feel like, you know, it's hard for me to answer that question with Hammerstone. It's really, really hard. I don't know. I honestly do not know how I can say it. You know, Hammerstone is he's just going to be another guy on the roster. You know, like where do you put him at? You know, I mean, you could put him in a tag team. Yeah, I mean, you can definitely put him in a tag team. He's not world champion material. He's not. You know, he's not. So again, what the hell do you do with him? I don't know. I do not know. I don't know. But other than that, guys, you know what I'm saying? I definitely will be coming with another video tonight for sure. You know what I mean? So I'm definitely going to holler at y'all. So, I'm going to check y'all tonight. Peace.